Why are there not more people talking about the mysterious bookstore that appears on foggy nights? The fog rolled in like a silent wave, blanketing the town in an ethereal mist. Streetlights cast eerie, elongated shadows, their glow swallowed by the dense white. It was on nights like these, when the moon hid behind its misty veil, that the impossible happened. Right there, nestled between the antique shop and the bakery, a bookstore materialized. Its windows, glowing with a warm, inviting light, beckoned those brave enough to step inside. The sign above creaked gently in the breeze. It read simply, "Whispers of Wonder." The old stories whispered of this place, a haven for lost souls, a repository of forgotten magic. Some dismissed it as a mere legend, a figment of imagination fueled by the fog's mystique. But there were a few, the dreamers, the adventurers who knew better. They felt the pull in their hearts, the undeniable call of the unknown that echoed from within the bookstore's walls. Elara was one such dreamer. With her unruly braids and eyes that sparkled with mischief, she was a whirlwind of energy and curiosity. While other children her age were content with fairy tales and bedtime stories, Elara craved something more. She devoured books about daring explorers, cunning pirates and mythical creatures. Her heart yearned for the extraordinary, for a life less ordinary. Every day felt like an adventure waiting to happen. She explored the hidden nooks and crannies of her small town, climbed the tallest trees and befriended stray animals, always searching for a hint of magic in the mundane. And so, on this particular fog-choked night, it was no surprise that Elara found herself drawn to the ethereal glow of the mysterious bookstore. She felt an inexplicable pull, a whisper in the wind urging her forward. This, she knew, was the adventure she had been waiting for. As Elara pushed open the heavy oak door, a chime announced her arrival. The scent of old paper and leather, of stories whispered and secrets kept, enveloped her. Moonlight streamed through the arched windows, illuminating shelves upon shelves of books. They were not ordinary books, she realized, but tomes bound in leather and velvet, their spines etched with silver and gold. Each book seemed to hum with an energy of its own, a silent story waiting to be told. She wandered through the labyrinthine aisles, her fingers trailing along the spines. There were books on forgotten languages, on alchemy and astronomy, on mythical beasts and faraway lands. The air crackled with an unseen energy, a sense of wonder that sent shivers down Elara's spine. It felt like stepping into another world, a world where magic danced on the edges of reality. Then her hand stopped. In the center of the room, bathed in a shaft of moonlight, lay a book unlike any other. It was bound in deep blue leather, its cover unadorned except for a single word embossed in silver, Elara. Her breath hitched in her throat as she cautiously reached out and lifted the book. It was surprisingly heavy, pulsating with a warmth that spread from her fingertips to her heart. As she opened the book, the pages seemed to turn themselves, revealing her life story written in elegant script. There she was, as a toddler taking her first steps, as a child reading under the covers with a flashlight. Each page, each illustration captured a memory so vividly that it took her breath away. How could this book possibly know her life story? But then the story continued. The pages showed her as a teenager, braver and bolder, venturing into uncharted territories. She saw herself scaling towering cliffs, befriending fantastical creatures, her laughter echoing through enchanted forests. Her heart pounded with a mixture of fear and exhilaration. It was her, yet not quite. It was as if the book was showing her a future she had yet to live, a future brimming with magic and adventure beyond her wildest dreams. And then, just as abruptly as the story began, it stopped. The remaining pages were blank, pristine, waiting to be filled. A sense of anticipation, of infinite possibilities, crackled in the air. The book was not just a record of her past, it was a map to a future yet unwritten, an invitation to an adventure beyond imagination. Suddenly, the air shimmered around her. The bookshelves began to dissolve, transforming into towering trees with leaves of parchment, and branches laden with glowing orbs of light. The scent of old books was replaced by the earthy aroma of pine and damp earth. Elara found herself standing on a bed of soft moss, the book clutched tightly in her hands. The bookstore, the town, all of it had vanished, replaced by a sprawling forest, bathed in moonlight. A path, illuminated by fireflies, beckoned her forward. With a deep breath and a heart thrumming with anticipation, Elara took the first step. The adventure, her adventure, was about to begin. The book, her guide, pulsed warmly in her hands, a promise of wonders yet to unfold.